questions for Jeannie?
You got 2 today.
Yeah, I got 2 last time as well.
You're doing pretty well.
Yeah, and they get cuter and cuter. Look at this one. He has a little like turtleneck sweater, knit sweater with rackets on it. It's one of my favorites so far.
What is the other one?
I don't know. It came in a plastic bag, so I think it's part of the. It's one of like the Hello Kitty characters. It's not Hello Kitty, but it's one of like her friends. So that's okay too.
It seems like you did exactly what you said you wanted to do, which is to move in and finish the points. Is that how you call that there?
Yeah, exactly. And with her, she likes to go cross court a lot as well, and I really wanted to take it down the line. So I think I was able to do that, and it was just really important to try finish the points because she always gets that extra ball back, and she did a few times, you know, some good passing shots, and but I just knew I had to keep moving forward and really try finish it.
Beating a top 10 player, is this something you expect yourself to do now? For your innings, this seemed like a pretty comfortable, almost routine sort of match for you.
Yeah, I mean, I think I should expect this from myself, and you know, every time I go on the court, I believe I can win. So I'm happy with what I did today, and then I'm just going to look forward to my next match, another top 10 player. So I'm really excited.
What do you know about Alec? She's also like you've been rising really fast.
Yeah, I just hear about her title wins all the time. So she's definitely improved a lot. I think she's you know, a really good, solid player, and I'm excited to play against her. I've never played her, so I'm really just looking forward to playing against her game and seeing what it's like, and you know, still focusing on my game and doing what I need to do.
Nick Saviano has a long history in the game as a player, American coach, working with many different players. Could you take a moment and say what's special about the guy, what the dynamic is between the two of you?
Yeah, well, I've known Nick since I was 12 years old, so we have a good relationship, and I've known him a while. So I think he's a really great coach. He's really good on the court technically. So when I was younger, I was working with him on all my strokes, forehand, backhand, serve, and I think he helped me improve a lot with those. And he's also really good at the mental aspect, which is a huge part of the game. He really, you know, we work on things, on focusing on the court, on staying in the moment, 1 point at a time, things like that that help me during my matches. And I just think he's very wise. You know, he knows a lot about the game, and I think he's very, very smart.
Yeah. Go ahead, Tom.
Can you compare your form now to Australia?
Yeah, I think it's, I don't know, similar, I'd say. I think I've improved in a few areas as well. I had a few weeks of training after Australia and between some of the tournaments I played, so I think I've improved on my serve a little bit, and you know, that's the goal, is to always keep improving. So I'm trying to keep my level up, and look forward to playing on Tuesday.
Is the serve placement, speed, just general control, or what is it?
Yeah, I think my first serve, you know, I think I'm feeling pretty confident with it, so I can place it pretty well, and you know, just try to put pressure on her, and that's what I did today. I think, even with my serve, trying to just get the first ball to be aggressive from the beginning, because she can, you know, if I let her kind of step in, she was able to dictate the point. So it was important to really be in control from the beginning.
What did you learn from your Justin Bieber moment? Has there been any fallout?
I think there was a lot of fallout from that. I mean, if they would ask me that same question, I would answer the same answer. So I think it's all in good fun, and if the fans are curious about stuff like that, that's fine. And I think it's interesting to ask different questions than always just tennis questions. And it's fun for me too to answer different answers. I always get asked about, you know, on-court stuff, and I think off-court questions are really entertaining.
Well, I have another off-court question. So, with all the talk in Australia about Jeannie's army, some said, wait a second, Jeannies can't have armies. What's your position on that? Do you think Jeannies do have armies, or not really?
That's a kind of weird, deep question. I don't know.
It's your question.
Yeah. Well, I think genies can have armies, and I do have some in various cities in the world. And yeah, that's my answer. But I think they've been amazing, and you know, just to see some kind of continuation of the fan support all the tournaments I've been at since then have been, you know, pretty special. So I feel special.
Sorry, Stephanie.
You need to get some red Sharpies for those kids who were there for your first match though, because they got the G and E, the second E, but then after that it was like nothing.
Well, it was G and then ENIE, no?
Well, the middle guy was an N, but they ran out of marker.
Oh, okay.
The question I had was, what's the difference between when Nick's around and when he's not? Because obviously you've had great results when he's been there, and do you have a sales pitch plan to try to get him with you more this year?
Well, for him to travel a little bit this year is already a huge step for him. He doesn't travel that much, but I'm really happy he's agreed to travel with me more this year. And for sure, I think there's you know, he helps more when he's here. You know, I can talk to him more, and he can be on the court with me, and it does have a positive impact. But when he's not there, we speak on the phone every single day, and you know, I did that with him last year as well, and it helped me even though he wasn't there. So I mean, of course, he helps more when he's here, but I think he still has a good impact even from across the world. And yeah, so it's not maybe, you know, based on whether he's there or not. But of course, I love him to be here, you know, all the time.
Erwin?
Eugenie, for your off-court commitments, you know, you've had a couple of media tours you've had to do now. How much preparation do you have to do for that, you know, compared to, I guess, what you would be doing on the court? Do you treat it with the same sort of professional sort of mentality?
I try to, yeah. Before, you know, every media event, definitely need to know, you know, what it's about, and then just prepare as, yeah, kind of in a way before a match, you know, just to know how the event is going to go on, and have my talking points and things like that, and just be ready, and usually excited, because it's usually been fun events. You know, I went to Singapore for a day, and I just had a blast the whole day, and we had a lot of, you know, requirements to do that day, but it was just so fun. So I take it kind of as a positive side of the job. It's different, and it's fun, and it's different from practice, you know, so it kind of just makes it fun.
Up here front.
So the Justin Bieber thing went over my head, but that opens a can of worms in terms of Canada. Second to get to the Australian semis, and first to win the Wimbledon juniors. Do you feel like you're carrying the flag in some way? There's some certain, you know, rally cap thing you got going with Canada, feeling the pride of being one of the first, or if not the first?
Yeah, for sure. I think my win at Wimbledon, the juniors, was a proud moment for me to win the title for myself, and then also I made history in Canada, so that was special. And you know, I feel a lot of support from Canada, so I'm always proud to play for my country, and just, yeah, try to hopefully make them proud.
Back.
Eugenie, a lot happens to a player when they first go deep in a major. You just mentioned the Singapore thing. What's the most fun or interesting experience you've had since reaching the semis in Australia?
Well, the most entertaining thing I've done on tour since then has definitely been in Acapulco, when I went on the helicopter ride, and then the yacht ride, and then got to play on water, which was really crazy. That was definitely, probably, I mean, for sure, the most fun I've had, you know, as an activity on tour. So it was unbelievable, and organized so well, and it was the first time I went in a helicopter as well, and the doors were open. Like, it was really crazy, but it was just so fun. Grigor and I had like a blast, and I don't know, just to kind of make history a bit by playing on water was so unique as well. So the tournament did a really good job with that.
An activity off tour?
Well, what have I done exciting off tour? I don't know. I'm always on tour. I'll have to think about that one. But whenever I'm, you know, with my family and friends, I'm pretty normal off the court, so nothing too crazy. But, you know, concerts, things like that.
And last question, Ben, here in the
You
front.
mentioned going to Singapore. Do you think qualifying there this year is a realistic goal?
I think it's a tough goal for sure, and it's a ranking goal, so it's top 8, and you know, it's not something specific that's at the forefront of my mind, because I don't really want to focus on those things. But obviously, you know, to have the chance to go would be amazing, and I went, and it's a beautiful place. So I'd love to, but you know, that's not my main focus. I'm just focused on my tennis and performing, and if I perform really well, then I'll get to go.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, I'm not quite sure, but it's like part of the it's part of like the Sanrio, like it's part of
Okay.
Hello Kitty.
Yeah.
So it's like she has different friends. It's one of like her friends. Yeah.
Karopi.
There you go. But this one is like, this one's cute. I mean, look at his little turtleneck, like.
It's pretty great. It's better in the desert than it hot.
Yep. And then after that.
I know, he has like a
Yeah,
turtleneck.
no
like-
worries. Fans.
Fans, yeah.
Then women